Cheers, Steve. Let's not fuck about. Ed, go on. When I got the call from Ed in January, I thought I had a really good idea for my talk. It was divisive, inspirational, one that would get the crowd going. And the title of that talk was going to be that Kanye West is the Kanye best. And the reason for that is he's very culturally relevant, he's very in the now, he's very divisive, like I said. He's never looked so happy eating an ice cream, and I think you find a man who's happier eating an ice cream, I'd like to meet him. And I thought it would be a really good talk. It would get people going, because a lot of people don't like him, even though he's probably the greatest cultural icon of our 21st century. And then I ran out of time. The call came in January, I had to get a haircut, had to do my tax return, I had to move out, I had to go to work because I have to work for my money, I'm a normal person. And I ran out of time. And then I thought, maybe I should talk about leaving everything to the last minute. And I thought about the history of leaving everything to the last minute. This is a project I did when I was in year 4. It was on space. Wowzers. I went to bed at 8, my mum finished it for me until midnight. Thanks, Jude. She kept that going for me. My teacher never knew. It's a lie I've lived with up until now, so thanks for letting me get off my chest. Then I went to uni, and I spent most of my uni time kind of waking up at 11:30 on a Thursday going, got handed an essay today, and I would do it hungover. I would do it coming down off vodka and Red Bull, because that's a fucking bitch of a drink when you're hungover, I'd tell you that for free. And then I got to, when I finished my masters, I finished my work shift here, 11:30 I left here, working in the kitchen, used to work here at the Glee, went home, finished my dissertation at 5:30 in the morning. I left it so late I couldn't get it bound, I cost myself 10 marks. Still passed my masters though, which is more than some people can say. And then I kind of convinced myself that leaving everything to the last minute was because I worked better under pressure. And that's obviously Queen and David Bowie there singing Under Pressure, or Vanilla Ice if you remember his Ice Ice Baby, which sampled the bass line. But then I realised I'm shit at working under pressure, and that's why I got low marks throughout everything. And it came back to Kanye West. I was doing research on procrastination. I found out that Kanye West, his Yeezus album, he finished it 2 hours before he had to do it, before he got on a flight to Milan with Kim Kardashian, who was probably taking a selfie at the time while he was finishing his vocals. And then I realised that even though I put things off, I learn quite a lot when I'm procrastinating. I read Wikipedia articles about African third division team football teams. I read Reddit, where I browse the Ask Reddit column for ages. I'm a legend on Football Manager. I've taken Club Mexico all the way to the top. And I've just turned 27. I turned 27 a month ago, and I've been doing a lot of things that I've put off, like playing squash. That's me. And my nan in the background playing squash. It's not really me. And I think I'm good enough now to make it to the Olympics next year. So I'm getting into squash at the moment. I've also put off Breaking Bad. Came out in 2008. I got into it 6 years later. 3.5 series in, I can't finish it. The last episode was in 2013. 2 years later, I'm still struggling to get through the 3.5 series. It's great, but I'm just quite lazy when it comes to watching TV programs. And I've also just moved back home. So I'm 27 and now putting off moving out, because I can't really be bothered. It's great at home. My washing machine was broken for a bit, sure, but now it's fixed. My mum does all my washing. I get tea cooked for me whenever I want, even though I do have to tell her that I'm in the pub, and it will be a bit later, please, mum. Like I said, 27 a month ago today. I think I've done a lot in my 27 years. I'm a PR legend, as Steve said. I've worked in London. I've worked across Cardiff in different PR agencies, and I was kind of thinking, like, when you get to 27, you're counting down to 30. I know you don't like to think about it, and I started worrying about getting to 30. And I know it doesn't really matter. Age ain't nothing but a number, said Aaliyah way back. And you start worrying about what you haven't done, what you regret, and what you're kind of missing out on as you get down to 30 years old. But then I relaxed a little bit, because I realised that my one biggest regret was that at home, I had a World Cup USA 1994 sticker book that wasn't complete. But I completed that last year, 20 years after the World Cup. So that proves I can stick out a project, and in 20 years' time, I'll complete the 2014 sticker book in 2034. And again, I relax like this frog. Look at him, he's having a wicked time. And I realised that it's not about when you do things, it's just that you do things. It doesn't matter that I'm 27, it doesn't matter that I'm living at home, it doesn't matter what I'm doing, it just matters that I'm thinking about doing things and I'm starting the planning for the next kind of things. And it came back to my procrastination. I browsed Reddit quite a lot, and I found this lovely quote on a Reddit forum. It just says, "The best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. The second best time is today." And that kind of brings it all home. It doesn't matter if you're 27, if you're 30, if you're 25, if you're 21. If you want to go do something, go do something. It comes back to Kanye West. Kanye West dropped out of college when he was younger. He worked in retail stores. He did all manner of, menial jobs to get where he was. And when he was 27, he released his first album, College Dropout, coming up to 10 years, 11 years old. College Dropout is a seminal rap album. It's an incredible debut album. It told his story up until that point. It contained the single Through the Wire, which is the story of how he almost died. If you listen to the song, he's rapping through wires in his jaw because his jaw was wired shut. And that's inspirational. And he did that at 27. So it came back to The Rock. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're 27, it doesn't matter if you're 30. If you think you're too old for something, you're probably not. If you think it's too late for something, it probably isn't. If you want to do something, just fucking do it. It doesn't matter how old you are. We've seen some amazing talks tonight, and that's all that matters. If you want to do something, go out and do it. It doesn't matter about your age, doesn't matter where you are, just fucking do it.